We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top. New level. On my level, don't see anybody. I don't see him. This right here could never stop. This could never stop. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time, ay. I live on the job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk, facts. I feel so.
Alright. So like the officer was saying, we might have brothers that may be lighter like this, and we might have brothers dark as midnight, but we are the same people.
Right.
It's not determined by skin color, it's determined by nationality, by your bloodline. And we're going to prove that. Give me Numbers chapter 1 verse 8. I'm going to go right back to the hello Jesus. But I want to prove that because some people may get a little confused, but it's all about the seed. We're not preaching about color. Even though color's in the Bible, but we're talking about a lineage. We're talking about a nation. All right? Here what you got.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
Bring it on!
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
You say they declared their pedigree, meaning their lineage, their bloodline. Read.
After their families, by the house of their father.
You say they declared it by what? What did y'all hear? How did they declare their pedigree? By the house of what? By the house of their fathers. Your lineage, who you are, comes from who your father is. Because your father carries the seed. If your father is an Israelite, you are an Israelite.
That's right.
All right, now we're going to give the color of the description of Jesus Christ. Because for a long time, we've been taught that this animal here is Jesus Christ. Now, we're going to play a game of process of elimination. 3 strikes and you're out. We're going to see if this is Jesus or if Jesus looks more like the brother on the right. Read what you got.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it on!
His head. The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
It said the revelation of Jesus Christ. Revelation. Help me out, brother. What is another word? What is the root word of revelation? Reveal. Reveal. So we are revealing Jesus Christ tonight. Why do we have to reveal Jesus? He has been hidden, my brother. You are exactly right. 100% right. Now we're going to get to the meat and potatoes. Go to verse 14. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
See, my brother right there, he knows. He understands that. It said his hair and his head and his hairs were white like wool. Who in this earth today got woolly hair, my brothers? That's right, the so-called Israelites. We have woolly hair. So who is this man right here with this long string hair? That's a criminal. We need to go into custody. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
They say the color of it was white as snow. Is this man's hair white? The answer is hell no, it's not. It's blonde. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
He said that his eyes was as a flame of fire. My so-called black and Hispanic brothers, when we drink wine, what happens to the white of our eyes? What color do they turn? Bloodshot. They turn bloodshot. Red.
That's right.
Jesus Christ's first miracle, he turned water into what? Into wine. Christ drank wine in moderation. He wasn't a drunk, but he drank wine in moderation. That's why I said his eyes was as a flame of fire, because he had red eyes. Does this imposter here have red eyes? That's strike 2. Let's see. Read.
Bring it on. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now it said his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass, my brothers? It's brown. Now we're going to see if Jesus Christ was a regular brown-skinned man. Read what you got.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
It said his feet look like they burned, as if they burned in a furnace. If I take rice and I burn it, what color does it turn? It turned black. It said that Jesus Christ's feet was very dark. Is your feet the same color as your face? Yeah, it is. If I look at the top of your feet, would your feet be black and your face be white? And hell no, it won't. It'll be the same color as the rest of your body. It said that Jesus Christ was a very dark man. A very dark man. So who is this criminal right here? Who is this imposter? I'm going to help you out. It's Caesar Borgia. This is a man who lived. A man who slept with his sister. This right here is artwork by Leonardo da Vinci. Created by the Catholic Church to put our people to sleep. Right. But now we're here to wake our people up to show them that we are the real people of the book. Right. Now, I don't want y'all to forget the point. Why did all of these atrocities happen to us? Why? Give me Amos chapter 3.
Because we turned our back on God.
We turned our back on God, right?
We didn't follow His commandments.
We did not follow His commandments. That's exactly correct. That's exactly correct. Give me Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Let's see what the Bible got to say about that. We did not keep His commandments, and guess what? We got put into slavery on ships. We got our brothers and sisters got killed left and right under the conquistadors. Right. Women was raped. Houses was built by us, and we didn't even dwell in them. We had to sleep in shacks outside. That's the America. We built America, and now they call us immigrants and aliens and you know, all these different names. Black Wall Street got burned down. Read what you got. That's all because of sin.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it on!
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
He said, this is the word that the Lord spake against you, O children of Israel. All 12 tribes. My brothers from Judah, my brother from Manasseh. He's speaking to you. Read.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
God said, you only have I known. Only you, out of every family on the earth, out of the Chinese, the whites. He said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Read.
Therefore, I will punish you.
That's the reason why these other nations are on top of us. He said he only knows us, but because he only knows us, that is the reason why we got punished. That is the reason we got put into slavery. That is the reason why we are on the bottom of society today. Right.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
He said, therefore, I will punish you, because I only know you. My brother right here. You have any children? You don't have children, right? Any of y'all brothers have kids up here. Now, if your kid is out with his friends, and they get in some trouble, your friends, your kid's friends go home to his mom, your kid come home to you. Are you punishing both of them? You punishing who? That's what God is doing to us. That's why he's punishing us, because he said he only knew us. Right. He didn't know the other nations. Therefore, he's punishing us. Now, if we got punished for breaking God's commandments, what should be our next question? What should we do now if we got punished for breaking God's commandments? Give me that in Deuteronomy 10 and 12. What should we do now?
We should find out what
not to be punished, right? What about you? What do you think? What do we have to do to make it right with the Most High? So the reason we at odds now is because we broke the commandments. We broke them. What should we do now to make it right? That's right. We should follow the commandments. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Bring it on!
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
He say, now Israel. My brothers, what tribe are you from? What tribe? We went over it again. Say it again? Say it again. What tribe you from? What tribe you from? What tribe you from, my brother? Manasseh. 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 Remember that thing. Read.
And now Israel.
Now Israel. Y'all from Judah, you from Manasseh. Now Israel, y'all come out of the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now that you know you Israel, God requires something of you. And we're going to learn what he requires tonight. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
You say you got to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. Read.
Caleb.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
He said, in order to love me, In order to serve me, in order to do my will, you must keep what? You must keep the commandments. I'm going to give y'all a commandment. Y'all two brothers right here, a commandment. Y'all can start keeping in front of the prophets right now. Give me that in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Give me that in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1. Because do y'all want to make it right with the Most High now that you know you're an Israelite? That should be the number one thing on your mind. We're going to show you a way that y'all can do it right now. Will you be willing is the question. Read.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1.
Bring it on!
Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
It said the head of every man, specifically the Israelite man, the Manassite, the Judite. The head of every man is who? Is who? You sure about that? 100%. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. See, a lot of our brothers don't know that. When you dealing righteously and you have a wife, you are supposed to rule that woman. It shouldn't be 50-50. You're learning the order that God set up. We're reading the Bible.
Bring it on!
Read, but it's requirements to it. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
Now, even Christ himself has to obey somebody. Who is his head? God. Read.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered.
It said every man that's praying or prophesying, when you're in the midst of this Bible, when you're talking about the things written in this Bible, the prophecies, you're in the midst of prophecy. He said every man praying or prophesying with his head covered. Y'all brothers have your head covered. Read.
Dishonoreth his head.
It said you're dishonoring your head. Who's your head again, my brother? You answered it earlier. It's Christ. Christ's head is God. You was almost there. Read it again.
Dishonoreth his head.
It say every man that's in the midst of this prophecy with their head covered are dishonoring their head. Remember, brothers, we went into slavery for not listening to God's commandments. Our women was defiled. Why? Because we wouldn't keep the commandments. We don't run our households now. Like you were surprised to see the head of the man as the woman. You know why that doesn't happen? Because our brothers won't stand up and keep the commandments. So what should you do if God said you're dishonoring your head with your head covered while the Bible is coming out? What should you do? Say it again, brother. Tell your brothers so they can understand. All praises to the Most High. What about you, my brother, from the tribe of Manasseh? You're supposed to take your head off when you're in the midst of prophecy.
There we go.
All praises to the Most High. That's repentance. That's the spirit that the Most High God is looking for.
Right.
You see how easy it is? Give me that in 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. You see how easy it is to keep God's commandments? This is the willingness that the Most High God is looking for.
Right.
And this is the willingness that our people sometimes are not willing to do. That's why we're getting shut down in the streets. That's why our babies is in cages, because we won't come back to God's commandments. The Most High God will bring every last one of you brothers in front of the prophets today. Why? Because he wanted you to wake up to keep his commandments so we can get out of this condition. Because guess what our true position in this earth should be? Who has a guess? It should be rulership. It should be rulership, but now we're on the bottom. Bring what you got.
The book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 3.
Bring it out!
For this is the love of God,
This is the love of God. Y'all gonna realize what y'all did is an act of love. Read.
that we keep his commandments.
This is how you love God, that you keep his commandments. Was it hard to take off the hat? Read.
And his commandments are not grievous.
It said his commandments is not grievous. That's why you easily said it was not a difficult thing to do. This is what we must do. Now we're going to go over a few more commandments that we should be keeping. Give me Numbers chapter 15. Give me Numbers chapter 15.
Bring it on!
Give me Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. There's another commandment, because remember God said to love me is to keep my commandments, and my commandments are not grievous, meaning they're not difficult at all. These things come easy to God's people because we're the ones who got the commandments. God only gave us the commandments, not the other nations. So we have power with God for that. Read what you got.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
Bring it on!
Speak unto the children of Israel.
That's you again. He said, speak to y'all, not to everybody. This is not a campaign for the whole world. This is for a select group of people.
That's right.
This is for you so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
The real Jews.
Right.
The tribe of Manasseh. This is for you. Read.
Bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
He said to bid them, meaning command them on this corner today, Bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. I want you to look at every brother's shirt that's up here right now. What do we all have in common? We dressed in purple, but it's a certain dress code that's on this purple too. The fringes, the fringes, the fringes. Read.
Throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
You say do it throughout your generations. How long is generations with an S? You know what it means? As long as you're generating. Your kids, and they kids, and they kids, forever. That's what God's talking about. You're supposed to do this with a border of blue on the top. Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
Now we're going to get the reason why. Because people may say, man, that's just dress code. Why would God want you to do that? Read.
That ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
He say that these fringes is for you to look upon and remember all of my commandments. Guess what? You know why it's beneficial for us to remember the commandments? Because God put us in slavery for breaking them.
Right.
We're going to go right back if we don't keep God's commandments. God done showed us how many times he can put us down and break us to shivers. So now it behooves us to remember this. It behooves us to remember these commandments. God said you're going to look on these fringes, you're going to remember, hey man, I can't just go around sleeping with every sister. I'm a God on earth. That's not the way God's operate. You're going to look at these fringes and say, damn, I can't smoke weed. I'm a God on earth. Gods don't get high.
Hey.
You understand what I'm saying? They get high on this word. They get addicted to this faith. That's what we're supposed to do. Read it.
Remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And what?
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
D-O is a heavy word. It's a two-letter word that have a lot of meaning. He said it's not only for you to know, but to what? To do them. I mean, you got to get physically up, go yourself to Joanne's, get you some fringes, sew it on. Spend some money. Do it. Why? So you can remember the commandments of God and not go back into hell. Get out of this hell that you're currently living in. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to keep working from sun up to sundown.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but I'm tired of my babies like, hey, daddy, can we get a bigger room? I don't know about y'all. I don't know if y'all like the way we living.
Right.
It's not easy out here.
Right.
And you know why it's hard? Because we won't keep God's commandments. So it behooves us to keep our commandments.
The children of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. Take care of us. And our children too. We have repented. How are you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.